Good morning, my beautiful creatives, and welcome to day 25 of 30 Days with Chrissie B. Now, I know that there has been a lag in my videos, and in all honesty, it is only because I crashed and burned hard. Now, my visit with my family in Carlton was amazingly fun. It was so much fun. I'm so glad that I got to do it. But there came a day in Carlton where for some reason we were having some internet issues, and I found that because I could not then load on one day, I ended up not loading the next day. And then it kind of started to become like this habit of, okay, I'm so dang busy, I've got so much going on in my life, I just end up not posting it all. So here I am. I want to do the full 30 videos. It may not be exactly 30 days, but I thought it was okay because today's day 25 of my video series, and today is the day before our moving day. I know you might not be able to tell from what's behind me right now, but a lot of stuff has already been packed and is already on its way to Portland even as we speak. I have a whole bunch of people coming tomorrow to help us pack the rental truck, which we will have in our hot little hands tomorrow morning. A lot of the boxes have all gone, but we have all the furniture and artwork are all still here. So I have got so much to do. The other thing is that I have to like seriously go through what is left and say, okay, you little item were not packed. Now, why is that? Is it because you weren't important enough to me? Am I not? Do I not use you? Do I not care that you don't come with us? Like, why are you last? Why were you the last thing packed? It seems kind of crazy, but right now I'm trying to play a game with myself where I'm trying to get rid of as much stuff as I can because I don't want to take it to Portland just to have to then edit again. Although I know that just because whatever material items made it through the first round of auditions and have actually made it into a box to then go to Portland, it has to go through another round of auditions where it actually gets unpacked, taken out of the box, and then is blessed to, ding, you may now live in my home. I can't guarantee that everything that is going up there right now is gonna stay. I actually have it in my head that a lot of it still has to go because there's just still so much. Now, you may not have seen this, but the other day I had posted a couple pictures on Instagram of a new sofa. Now, we have a gigantic red sofa here. We love it. It's super squishy. It's super comfortable. We just absolutely adore it. It's a great place for like the whole family to pile on and watch movies together, and it's a great place to take a nap. And I was really kind of sad to be getting rid of it, but in all honesty, it's really kind of a tired couch. It's an old couch. It's a tired couch. It's not looking so hot. And I did not want to have to move it to Portland. I also didn't want to have to figure out how to make a gigantic red couch fit into my new decor, my new vision for my new house, my new life. So I really knew that I knew from the beginning that this couch was not going to make the cut and it was going to have to go away, and it still has to go away. But what that meant was I needed to find a new couch. My husband, God bless his soul, found his dream couch over at Crate & Barrel, and he is so enamored with it and he's so in love with it. It's about $2,000 for this couch, and I cannot do it yet. I'm not working, so every penny that we have, we kind of have to like ration. So I told him that, okay, I like that couch too. It's comfortable. I can see it in the new place. However, we can't get it yet. Like, we have to wait for it. So we need to find a sofa to take its place, because on day one, I know this about myself. This is one of my quirks. I need a space of my own right away the moment we move in. So I am one of those weird people who, whenever I move, I unpack right that second. So by the end of the first weekend, I have a feeling it's gonna feel like we've been there for a while because I will just go gangbusters until the house is unpacked. But what that also means is I need a place to like relax and decompress and unwind at the end of a long day of unpacking. And that means I need a couch, I need a chair, I need a nice bed, I need some comfort around me. So I wanted this sofa and I wanted it to fit into the house before we got there. We found our couch, we found it on Craigslist. Now, I don't know how you feel about Craigslist. I personally like using Craigslist. I like being able to feel like I am recycling, repurpose, reusing things out in the world, and I really like the idea of having this awesome change for a really great price. So if you look out there, you can find things that are amazing quality in a really amazing price. Now, I totally lucked out. I believe it was a few days ago. We're still in Carlton. I'd woken up really, really early. I ran out of my sleep medicine at some point during my stay, so I think that's part of why I was getting so tired, was because I wasn't sleeping. But I woke up at like 4 in the morning and I thought, crap, well, I'm sitting here, I might as well do something productive. So I took my phone, logged into Craigslist, and I started searching for my couch. 2 hours of searching. I had so many tabs open on my iPhone that when my husband finally woke up, I said, hey, let's do some furniture shopping today. What do you think? And he's like, alrighty, okay. So I showed him all the different couches that I found, and he picked 2 that he really liked. That's generally how we roll. I make the first list. He then filters the list to what he likes, and because I picked them all, I like them all anyway. So the first, or the 2 that he liked, those are the ones we're gonna call on. So we made the call to the one of the 2, which of the 2 that we liked the best. We made the call on that one, and we went out to go look at it, and we found this couch. It's a beige couch. I'll insert a picture here. I love this couch. It is very comfortable. The ironic thing about this couch, though, it is damn near identical to the couch that we are leaving behind, except it's beige. 8 foot, it's very plush, it's very deep, it's a 3 foot deep couch. It's very, very comfy, it's very, very squishy, it's very, very conducive to snuggling and sitting around reading or watching movies or whatever it is we want to do on it. It's really super awesome. Not only that, but I got it for $100, which is awesome. But that's really not the awesome part. The awesome part was that when we got there, we found out that this couch had been sitting in like a vacation lodge that really had not been used. And so they were just getting rid of it to do something different with the lodge. So it's damn near brand new too. So I think that we pretty much scored on that purchase, and I'm so excited that it's already in the house there. It's already ready. I already put it where I wanted it. The boxes are on their way now, so that'll be all up there. I have a new rug that I've ordered from Target. That will be there day after tomorrow, which I'm excited about that. And we found a black and white chair here in town that we had purchased for the living room as well. We got that for like $30, I think. $40, I can't remember. We got it really inexpensively as well. So I feel like my living room is coming together, at least in my head. I know all those pieces are up there. I ended up getting another ottoman from Target. I will finish packing everything up at the house today, including all of the artwork. And first thing tomorrow morning, we'll pick up the rental truck. That'll be nice. And then we have 4 or 5, I can't remember, 4 or 5 people coming to help us actually do the actual physical manual moving of everything. So all of the rest of the boxes will go. All of the furniture that has made the cut will all go. There's a few pieces of furniture that I originally thought would not be going. The television stand, we have a huge television, I didn't think that would go. We have an oversized rocking chair that my husband loves. I thought those were all gonna stay. However, we have a full basement that we don't really know what to do with there, and my husband has commandeered it to make it his man cave, and I'm totally cool with that. So I think all those pieces of furniture that I thought were gonna stay are actually gonna go with us. The only rule for that furniture is that it has to fit down a very old staircase to get down into the basement. So we'll spend most of tomorrow packing the truck up, getting everything else out of the house that we want. Anything we don't want is gonna stay here. We will deal with it another day. All the Goodwill run stuff, that'll be done in a different day. Then when we finally are ready to like drive over to our new house, I'm really excited about that, can you tell? When we drive over to our new house, the very first thing that's gonna happen is all of the people who are helping us are gonna hang out outside. My husband and I, just the 2 of us, decided that we are going to basically do a house smudging. We're basically gonna walk through the house and kick out all the bad juju and bring in all the good juju. That way we could start brand new, we could start fresh, and it's really our house, not whoever lived there before us or anyone who maybe left some badness in the house. We're gonna basically do a house smudging, and we're going to make it sacred between my husband, myself, you know, the universe, and our home. Yeah, this whole move has been really stressful. I'm pretty tired. I just really want it to be over. I'm excited because there's so much possibility in a new place. It's so much possibility in the new town that we're gonna live in. Something super silly, but because Carlton's not very far from Portland, we ended up going up to Portland this week. And he took me, there's a little grocery store that's only 2 blocks away from our new house, which I'm totally stoked about because in Salem, you don't walk anywhere, you have to drive everywhere. Because you live so far away from different places. So that's not the way it's going to be in Portland. There's a lot of, especially in my neighborhood, there's a lot of places I can walk to, and our grocery store is only 2 blocks away. So Jason took me to this grocery store, and I had never been there before. I've seen it a few times, but I've never been there before. And in all honesty, I just had to pee. I had to pee, so he's like, oh yeah, let's just go to the grocery store and you can go pee there. So I'm like, okay, cool. So this store is awesome. There are, all the fruits and vegetables are all organic. They have a lot of vegan foods. They have a lot of gluten-free, dairy-free. They have a lot of foods that really fit into my new eating style. It also has a lot of like the specialty products that I love but have habitually had to go search for because I can't find them here in town in Salem. So I do a lot of online ordering. Sometimes I have to go to a lot of specialty stores, and specialty stores generally are a lot more expensive than like hopping over to your local Safeway or something. And this store has like all of those little things. And so I was like running through the store like a kid on Christmas morning, and I was just really freaking stoked. Now I have, just so you know, I have this love affair with Paris, and I've never been to Paris. I've never actually really been out of the United States. I have been to Canada for like a weekend once when I was 14, but I've never really been out of the States ever. So I have this love affair with the idea of going to travel to Europe and seeing England and Ireland and Scotland and Germany and Italy and France and just really, and the Netherlands, and just like going and seeing a different culture. And so I do a lot of reading on European cultures, especially Parisian, French, you know, French lifestyle, French culture, French things that they do, French food. I do a lot of reading about stuff like that. And I think I'm in love with the idea of like what I perceive a French lifestyle would be like. A French lifestyle would be, in my head, this is totally in my head, this is my own made up, crucified perception. But my idea of a Parisian lifestyle is a life that is purposeful, it is intentional, it's authentic, it is whole, it's non-chemicalized, it's a life of quality over quantity, it's a life of people and experiences, and like, I don't know how to explain it, but I have this idea of like living this life like that, where it's really intentional and on purpose, and it's slowed down a little bit, and it's really like edited on purpose, where I really choose. It's really like, this may not make sense at all, but what I'm really envisioning is that I will be able to like design a life, and the life that I want to design for myself in my head is what I imagine the stereotypical perfect Parisian woman would live. It's stylish, it's authentic, I don't give a shit about anything else but making sure that I am making myself happy, my family happy. Yeah. Anyways, the reason I'm telling you that is because when I was going through this little grocery store, I had a little bit of an epiphany. I know really nothing about Paris or France or any of the people there. I don't really know anything except what I've read and what I've kind of observed from way far away. What I think is that there's this quality over quantity life, which is really what I am trying to go for right now, is a quality over quantity life. And as I was walking through the store, I felt like this store had quality over quantity. Even so much to say, they had so much less options than some of the big stores around here, which for someone like me who's highly sensitive, introvert, empath, was amazing because I did not get overwhelmed in the store. The more I was walking around the store, the more excited I became, the more like energized I became. And I felt in that moment that this store, the feeling of this store was the feeling of what I, maybe misbelieving, but the feeling of this store had the feeling of what I have always dreamed that the Parisian feeling would be. And the reason I'm telling you that is because in that moment, I turned around to my husband with almost tears in my eyes because I was so happy that I felt like Portland is my Paris. Does that make sense? Like Portland is my Paris. I didn't feel weird. I didn't feel odd. I don't feel different. I don't feel that I can't be who I am. And it's something so simple as like what soaps I want to buy, or what, you know, beauty products I want, or what decor items or whatever. Like, I feel different because I have to search so hard to find those things. Why can't it just be available to me? And this little store, everything was available to me, and it was a little overwhelming because I realized whoever put this store together, I am like their perfect customer. It was great prices, it was great design, it was a beautiful store, it had great selection, but not too much. It had great scents. Everywhere you walked through the store, you had these awesome, gorgeous, beautiful smells coming to you. As a highly sensitive empath, my things that have a tendency to overwhelm me really, really quickly are energy from people. If there's too many people, if there's a lot of flashy lights, a lot of like things flashing at me, you see this? Things flashing at me, a lot of scents can overwhelm me really fast. So to have, and sounds, loud sounds, harsh sounds, have a tendency to scare me a little bit. You know how little kids, when you hear these loud noises, they go like this? I do that a lot. I'm a grown-ass woman, I still do that. I still do that little cringy thing where you're like, oh, safety, boundaries, hell, whoa, what's happening? And this store had such a gorgeous way of like putting all of those things together in such a way that was so calming and beautiful and gentle and peaceful. Like, whoever knew that you could have that kind of feeling in a grocery store? And it's 2 blocks away from my house. It's like my Tiffany's. Like, nothing bad could ever happen at Tiffany's. For Breakfast at Tiffany's, Audrey Hepburn. Don't know if you know the reference, but Audrey Hepburn is my girl. And Breakfast at Tiffany's is one of my favorite movies. And she says that nothing bad could ever happen at Tiffany's. Well, this store gave me that kind of feeling, that nothing bad could ever happen at this store. So I'm really excited. Moving day's tomorrow. I have so much work to do. My husband has so much work to do. He's actually off to work right now. I feel like I've got at least a good 12 hours of hardcore packing to get through. And I'm just excited. I just want this all to be like done. Like, zoom forward 2 months and I'll be like, yes, it's all done. We're moved in. We have renters in the old place. Yeah. So anyways, I realize I'm rambling. I'm really excited. I really want to share this new place with you. I will be filming tomorrow, but I probably won't be posting it until the next day, is my guess. However, I want to share with you what this place looks like. I'm really excited. There will be some bare bones stuff. Like, I'm hoping the living room will be done tomorrow. The bedroom will be done tomorrow, and a lot of the kitchen stuff will be all put away so that it can be very functional very, very quickly. Because we haven't really had normal functioning happening for a number of weeks, and that's because of, you know, transitioning from having a job to not having a job, then getting my head wrapped around the fact that we are in Salem and now we're moving to Portland, and then we had a 2-week vacation with family in the middle of that, which was awesome. And then it's really like getting through the actual moving to Portland, finish remodeling the condo so that we can either sell it or we can get it rented out as fast as we can. And all while doing that, I still need to get a house put together, a home set up, and I need to find another job. So much to do, so much to do, so much to do. But honestly, I'm really happy. I'm really like feeling like I'm in the right place. I'm in where I'm supposed to be. I feel like we're taking the right steps. Like, I feel like for the first time in the last 16 years, I feel like this life that is this monumental, huge Titanic of a thing, I feel like I've finally gotten my feet pointed in the right direction. And my feet have been pointed in the wrong direction. It's been really pointed in the safe direction, in the easy direction, in the direction that took the least amount of work. And I feel like this is the direction that's going to take a lot more work. It's going to be a lot more focus, a lot more dedication, and it's going to be a lot more sacrifice. But I feel like it is where we are supposed to be. And I feel like the next 6 months are going to be pretty difficult, but I think that our quality of life is going to go up exponentially, and I cannot even freaking wait. So I hope you stick with me. I cannot wait to show you. I'm so freaking excited. And yeah, until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye for now.